it's one thing to remove weed. It's another thing to actually accomplish and align with your goals and have satisfying mental health. There's a relationship between the two, but it's not a one for one type of deal. Like, we're in a good spot, but there's more. There's more. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Gabriel Santos here. Today, I'm going to give you guys a 90-day update on how it's been going with being weed-free for 2026. Just straight off the bat, I have not used weed, and that's good in terms of just, maintaining integrity with that goal. But it's been interesting. And the first thing I want to get into is my mental health has been fluctuating a lot, and there are a lot of patterns that I thought were solely because of my weed use, but it turns out they exist even without me using weed. And that pattern is, avoidance patterns, escapism, difficulty coping with anxiety, some minor forms of depression, and just overall fluctuating mental health. And I think one of the main messages I wanted to share with you all today is that getting rid of marijuana doesn't necessarily equate to all your problems are solved. It doesn't equate to your mental health is all of a sudden going to be a 10 out of 10 just because you don't smoke weed. There are other things that go into that formula. I really assumed that just by not, right, and really it's like, I was making weed the problem. I was making weed the ultimate reason why I wasn't having a better life, why things weren't as good as I wanted them to be. I was making it like, okay, it's because weed is in my life. And so then the thinking is, well, if I remove it from my life, then things will automatically be at a certain level. And it's not quite that straightforward. In fact, it's not that straightforward. It's not as simple as, I don't use it. That'd be like saying, if I don't smoke weed, that means I'm going to get up Mount Everest. It's like, no, you still have to train. You still have to have a reason for why you want to do that. You still have to have the financial backing. You still have to have the motivation. You still have to have all these different things that go into accomplishing that goal. But yes, it's like, all right, well, if smoking weed makes you really just not do any of the steps, then of course, but there are a lot of things that can go into why you don't take the steps. And right. And so it's one thing to remove weed. It's another thing to actually accomplish and align with your goals and have satisfying mental health. Right. So it's like there's a relationship between the two, but it's not a one for one type of deal. Like, we're in a good spot, but there's more. And on the one hand, that's empowering. On the other hand, I feel a little, not foolish, but like a little silly. But I can laugh at myself kind of way. It's like, oh man, I really thought that it was like, we're just not going to use weed and that's it. Things are going to take care of itself. I'm automatically going to get up in the morning. I'm automatically going to keep exercising. I'm going to automatically have all the motivation and all of the solutions, and I'm always going to want to show up, and it's all going to, turns out, part of why we have destructive habits like weed abuse are because of the lack of mental health habits and personal issues that need to be dealt with. And So yeah. Anyways, that's it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope everyone's doing well. Feel free to leave any messages in the comments. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.